I now present to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Angel DeFederico. The man said, "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, for she was taken out of man. For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and will be united to his wife, and they will become one flesh."
Entirely aware that next to giving my life to Christ, marriage is the second biggest decision I can ever make. And I choose you, Angel.
Angel and Brooke, the time has finally come.
Oh my gosh. It looks good.
Yeah?
Are you happy you made the switch?
It
looks so good.
Angel and Brooke would like to thank you all for being here and supporting them on their special day. And they would also like to add that the rain makes this more romantic.
So Angel, growing up, my dad notoriously came into my sister and I's room, abruptly turned on the light and said, "Good morning, sunshine." In 2011, sometime between my 6th and 7th grade year, he had once again come into my room, flipped on the lights, except this time instead of it being 7 a.m., it was 11 p.m. and I had only been asleep for an hour. He knelt by my bed and he told me that minutes before he was sitting on the couch watching a sermon about how parents should diligently pray for their child's future spouses. And before the sermon was even over, my dad felt led to pray with each of us girls individually. So there we were, my dad on his knees and me in bed, praying for my future spouse, praying for his heart, praying for his safety, praying for his purity and his relationship with God. We were praying for you.
Is that Mike you? Ha ha ha. Hey, don't cry, babe. You look beautiful.
I'm excited. I'm really excited. I know.
You're nervous, aren't you? My heart is beating like it's, I can hear it in my ears.
I can't.
Look really nice.
Thank you.
I love you, I love you, I love you. Love you too.
Throughout the doubts and the disappointments and heartbreaks, my dad would sit with me through the tears and remind me of our prayer. And the last time he reminded me was right before we walked down the aisle, and he said, "Brooke, God heard our prayers and he answered them."
All rise. Who gives this woman to be married to this man?
So, our relationship goes way beyond infatuation. Like, yes, I may have called my parents in the parking lot 30 seconds after we met and said that I just met my future husband. And yes, we are getting married within 10 months of knowing each other, but I know that I have an incredible life partner to fall back on.
A few weeks ago, we had the luxury of spending time in the mountains with your extended family in Pennsylvania. The highlight of the trip came within the first 5 minutes of arriving. We sat down for dinner and your pappy prayed over the meal, and instantly I felt the Spirit move with every word. It makes sense why your parents have loved and raised you in such a way of the Lord. Generationally, God has been all over your parents' parents, your parents, and now you.
You have pleasantly and consistently surprised me in every possible way. Angel de Federico, I am obsessed with you and this life we're building together. Here's to not living an average life. Here's to forever.
Oh no. There's a backside that I cannot read.
Should we go inside?
My promises. Oh no, I'm finishing this.
What God has put together, let no man put asunder. Angel, you make us your bride.